somebody has smoked for a really long time, I mean, how long does it take for someone to smoke to the point that there can't be a reversal of bad effects?
The truth is that most, as a risk factor, this is just tobacco now. We have alcohol and other habits that can. So the truth is that most of these things are individualized. For how long you be taking it also matters. How much you take also matters. The frequency you take it also matters. Other life experiences you might have been going through, like stressors and all that. Your personality also come into play. Your support system also comes into play. So the duration of how you take it and whether there will be a total reversal or not is multifactorial. It's not just a one-factor thing. It's multifactorial.
Okay, so let's come to the hard part.
Yes.
Lots of people actually want to stop.
Good.
A lot of the time, they do like they don't care because it's so hard. So they don't want to admit failure. Instead, they prefer to say, well, I like to smoke, you know, but they want to stop. How do they start? This is part of it, advocacy and letting them know the impact and how much it can affect their day-to-day life. And you can see that 80% of the 1.1 billion people that smoke worldwide are from low and middle income countries like Nigeria. Why? Why is that?
The truth is that we still have policies that are not implemented with a lot of companies. Don't forget that these tobacco companies, they are very rich. They are very rich in the sense that they have a lot of money to do advertisement, promotion, sponsorship. So
money is involved.
Money is involved here. Despite the fact that they are promoting, even WHO is promoting that there's a ban on sponsorship, advertisement, and promotion. And of course, there's so much ills in the society, insecurity, insurgency. People want to fit in, people want to experiment, and they'll tell themselves that they can stop when they want to stop it. They never know when they will cross the line. And some of them use it as performance enhancement. You know, to increase performance. Some use it to deal with stress. Some use it to deal with anxiety or manage even depression and other psychological effects. Forgetting that there's a nicotine rush. Because when you take tobacco, whether you smoke it or you chew it, it affects you in the sense that the nicotine in it is the addictive substance that we know. It brings about two neurotransmitters that are regulated in the brain, dopamine and epinephrine. Those are medical terms anyway, but we just have to use those terms. Dopamine in the body is what regulates movement, motivation, and pleasure. And feelings.
So that's triggered.
Exactly, so that's triggered. So you take the tobacco, it triggers, it makes you feel good. And then with time, you tell yourself, oh, it relaxes me. By the time you continue taking it, you are actually medicating for nicotine withdrawal, because for every time you try stopping, you have those withdrawal symptoms that
you just can't. You just need to take
exactly, and then you keep taking it, and that is where the problem starts. So being from time to time taking it to being a regular user, then addiction may just set in. Exactly.
Now, there's something you touched on that I want to ask you about. Nicotine is the addictive substance
in tobacco,
not necessarily the cancer-causing substance.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with two problems.
Exactly.
We're dealing with nicotine,
yes, and the cancer
which causes addiction. And then the cancer-causing chemicals as well.
Exactly. 4,000 chemicals in one smoke. 250 are harmful. About 50 are cancerous. So we have a lot of cancerous containing chemicals in the smoke. So, and this is what we want to bring for people to understand that for that smoke, that cigarette you take, it does say leisurely, it's just cigarettes. It doesn't really matter. And that's how the nonchalant attitude.
To look cool, join the guy.
Yes, I'm a G, want to feel cool, kind of. You don't know that you're just killing yourself gradually, because 50 are cancerous. Anything can happen at any point. It's never too young to die when it comes to tobacco smoking. And some people, because when they smoke, they get to understand that they are smoking, they go into chewing. Chewing is even worse because it just goes straight into this.
I don't see people chew these days.
People, you want to see it because it's not something you watch out for. It's when they smoke, you perceive it in the air and you know that somebody is smoking. Chewing, you can chew here and then you are just calm.
That would be worse because you're swallowing, right?
It's swallowing, yeah, it's worse. And you won't know. So the person is eating it and you wouldn't know. Maybe it's in his food or he has just eaten it. So you just feel that, oh, I've just eaten. Will you ask the person, did you chew tobacco? No, you wouldn't. But if you smoke,
so we're talking about quitting.
Yeah.
If manufacturers were to, well, they wouldn't want to, but if they were to reduce the nicotine content in each cigarette, would that help someone quit?
The truth is that we already have e-cigarette. We already have e-cigarette, and then of course the essence of that e-cigarette is that the nicotine addictive substance has been somehow been eliminated or reduced or whatever. The truth is that the flavors they even use in this e-cigarette are also having their chemicals that can also affect people.
So an e-cigarette is
not the
an actual cigarette.
Yes, it's still
I thought it was a dummy.
No, it is. It's not a dummy. It's like a substitute that people do use. That okay, I don't want to take the real cigarette. I want to have something I can take, or the nicotine patch. Some things also substitute.
What does that nicotine patch do?
It's a nicotine. So it's like a substitute. So they're trying to weed you off. So we have what we call harmful reduction, and then so we are gradually reducing the intake with that.
They put it on the chest.
Yes, so it can be anywhere.
So they now change the dosage.
The dosage and everything. Why people go straight on to abstinence. So
that's cold turkey.
Cold turkey. Go for medical detoxification, then rehabilitation.
Let's talk about the medical approach. How do you approach treating somebody who wants to stop?
It's a good thing. When you come and say you want to stop, it makes our job easier, meaning, that you already have the positive and develop the will that I want to stop because of some reasons that it's already affecting you, or for some social reasons, maybe you want to just change, or you want to just change the outlook. I don't want to be a smoker anymore. So it's good for us. So for that kind of person, when they come in for detox, you are helping to manage that withdrawal phase. That withdrawal phase can be very individualized. Yes, running of the nose, trembling, so many symptoms that the person can have at that point. So they manage, and it's via medication and counseling.
Okay, let's quickly go on a short break. We'll come back and we're going to continue from detoxification. Stay with us. We're going to continue with how to stop smoking.